This is Tapan Patel, founder of PeerSpot. We facilitate awesome conversations between curious, creative, and intellectual minds. We help artists in going closer to their fans and followers and receiving contributions from their supporters. We thank you all for joining us in this awesome conversations. Hosting such kind of conversations, we wish to demonstrate what kind of learning and experience one can derive. And we are sure that these conversations will be greatly helpful in deriving the insights and the sense of delight. So once again, thank you all of you for joining us. Today we shall talk about the world of sitar. Basically, Veena is a precursor to sitar. So in the 9th episode of Facebook Live, we talk about the world of Veena with Madhavanji. As per Professor Lalmani Mishra, an eminent music educationist, it is believed that when Islam came to India, for the first time when they saw Tritantri Veena, they could not pronounce it properly. So they named it Sehtar. So in the Persian, it means three-stringed. And that's how the world of sitar started evolving. So over a period of 7 to 8 centuries, sitar has evolved and reached to its current state of appearance and performance. While Veena is carved out of jackwood, sitar is carved out of teakwood. An amazing instrument. Bharat Ratna late Pandit Ravi Shankar ji and Ustad Bilal made Veena popular outside India. The Beatles, The Door, The Rolling Stone, Metallica, such prominent music bands adopted sitar in their music in late 50s and early 60s. This is how sitar got global adoption, and it reached to into the eyes of the musicians in that era. Also stalwarts like Pandit Nikhil Banerjee, Pandit Uma Shankar Joshi ji, Ustad Abdul Halim Jafar Khan, Ustad Rais Khan ji, and many such prominent artists carved a very special niche in this world and gave a lot and contributed greatly to this world of sitar. Today we are glad to host Priya Bandhu, Abhishek Mishra ji and Shivang Mishra ji. They have performed in a variety of functions and occasions. Even the recent one was on the Facebook page of Instagram, the live performance they had. They also performed in the birth anniversary of Padma Vibhushan Pandit Kishan Maharaj ji, again who is also belonging to the Banaras Gharana. They recently performed in the Kumbh 2019 by Shaskar Bharti. So we are glad to host them on PeerSpot. They generally engage with their fans and followers on Instagram and Facebook. They also publish their videos there. We will share the links of the same very soon. So welcome Abhishek ji and Shivang ji on the second Instagram live with PeerSpot. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Tapan ji, and to whole PeerSpot team for having us here. We feel very good to be here, and we have seen a lot of live performances and everything you have organized, and they were like, we love them all.
Thank you, Abhishek ji. That's an attempt to help artist community reach to closer to their fans and followers. We have shared a link of receiving contribution on the PeerSpot's official page as well as Abhishek ji's page, where if you feel to support work of Abhishek ji and Shivang ji, you may consider to contribute there and support them in making amazing soulful sitar music. So let us begin, Abhishek ji. You inherit you inherit Hindustani classical music from your family, your father, your grandfather, right? So it is very much natural to have inclination towards the world of sitar. But still, I mean, when in the today's time, when youth is chasing greatly, corporate jobs and shiny startups, I'm curious to know that how do you stay focused, and what are these elements that make you continue pursuing your interest in sitar learning and practicing sitar?
Yeah, yeah. It is the world is changing. The generations are moving towards the corporate jobs and etc. As you said, Tapanji. But people like us, like we don't keep music as our hobby. You know, we don't
Okay.
keep that as our hobby. It is a lineage which is coming from hundreds of years. So
Right.
we feel like we're responsible to take that forward.
Right.
So it's not that you're forced to do that or you're like very much you have to do it. No, it's up to you. If you have to, you want to do it, then only you can do it. Or the
Absolutely.
music is the kind of thing which cannot be done if you don't want to do it.
True.
Like we both brothers decided to take our family tradition to the another level because our father, our grandfather, all belongs to a musician family. So
Right.
it's our duty to take it forward and have it. So we both have decided to play a similar instrument, sitar, and take it
Okay.
to the
That's really
yeah, and
interesting. I mean,
also
that this
yeah, and also
synergy. Uh,
the thing is about passion. The word
yes.
passion is a very good word for this situation
Right.
because without that we cannot achieve anything in our life, right?
I think
So
I would add something. Many a times I found, I mean, for last few months I'm reading, Indian text, ancient text and related history. So I think passion is a word that still cannot describe the depth of commitment with which
yeah,
you are pursuing it. So that word is also, because this is kind of samarpan. This is beyond passion, I believe.
yeah. What I personally feel, if you are committed to something, that becomes your passion.
Yes, true, true.
So that's the yeah, and that's the sanskar which we call in
Right,
India, got from inherited from our gurus and our parents, and also
right,
we are taught that we have to, like, it's a responsibility, like I told, and
true.
also we have to take it forward so that people it could not be vanished from our world, right? If we
Right,
don't
right,
take it
absolutely.
forward, then one day it will come that no one will
Right,
be doing it. And
right, right,
culture, our Indian culture is moving to a corporates, but if you move to Western countries, like in the
right.
foreign countries, they are moving towards us.
Yes, yes,
They are more interested in music and doing historical stuff and traditional stuff,
absolutely,
especially
absolutely.
tradition of India, like music, like architectures, all things. The Western peoples are moving to that part of our culture. So it's
Right.
a big pleasure for us to be in that thing and pursue them the same.
Yes, yes. Make complete sense. So
Yeah.
your learning is basically, I feel your learning is a blend of multiple wise people, like your father, Dr. Prem Kishore Mishra ji, your grandfather, late Pandit Amarnath Mishra ji, and your guru, Professor Krishna Chakravarti ji, who is again disciple of late Pandit Ravi Shankar ji. So I'm sure you must have experienced very interesting learning from each of them, and I would really interested to know the doses of wisdom you received from them, and the kind of, or possibly some interesting stories you may share. I would really love to know that.
Yeah. Uh, in our Gharana, which I told you, Banaras Gharana, there is an ancient saying that if someone is doing good from you, with doing good and is elder from you, then you must learn something from him. And
Yes.
in our Gharana, we whole family is like a very we have a great grand family. We have a big family. So all of them are from music. So wherever we go, like my uncles, my grandfathers, and many people, they give us little things, advices, and everything. So
Yeah.
we cannot say we have a certain guru or something. We have them all. We learn from my Gharana. We can say that we learn
Right.
from what we do, we pursue from all of them. So
Right. Right.
if you talk about my gurus, I've taken lessons from Maihar Mishra ji. He was my Nana ji, grandfather, and also Krishna Chakravarti ma'am. And recently, I'm learning under Prabhan Chatterjee ji. So the thing which we have learned from all of them, the common thing which we have seen is the Guru Shishya Parampara, which we should respect the Guru, right?
Right.
Which is
Right.
the most valuable thing of Indian classical music, Indian Hindustani music, which is the most.
Absolutely.
So first thing is that the respect and the loyalty, honesty, whatever we call it. So, and the second thing after that, everybody has its own style of teaching. So
Right.
I'm going to tell you one story about when we started learning under Chakravarti ma'am. So when we visited her for the very first time, we were sitting and she said, "Let's play something." So she started the very basic raga. We were playing little. We used to play a little bit. We were good at knowing everything, what it is and how to play everything. We were like knowledgeable about everything. But
Right.
when she started with the very basic raga, Rag Yaman, which we are taught at the very beginning,
Okay.
the very first raga we taught is the Yagaman. She started playing something and told us to copy the exactly, try to do it as I do. So we like we were like sitting and just doing like this, but nothing we could play the whole class. For the
Oh my.
whole class, nothing. Only
God.
we were touching the swaras and the notes and the frets. She told us, "See, this is Rag Yaman. You were playing Rag Yaman for a while, but I am also playing the Rag Yaman, but you are not able to do it." Yeah.
Right.
That day we came to know that the whole rag, it is a whole world. You know, every swar is a personality himself. So we
Yes.
have to understand them all. So how many ways we can go? How many ways are from one rag only? How many possibilities, permutations, and combinations, etc. We cannot even discuss about that, or we cannot imagine. That we realize that. So it was so new and exciting for us, and hence it was frustrating also a little bit. What we have done and what we are seeing like this.
I understand.
This is not only for the first class. When we go further, second or third class, we practice for a week. Then we visited her home, and every time she plays something new, and we were lost what she was playing, and we were only sitting there and listening, and thinking what we have practiced, nothing works. Exactly.
Right.
Every time the new thing is present in front of us, so we were lost. So in what we learned was that when we visited her, we saw that we are not able to play anything. What we are practicing, are we practicing wrong or something like that? But when we look on a vital picture, it is improving us. On a vital picture, we cannot see the improvement, right? Day by day or an hour at hour. It is seen on a vital picture. If we see, we are doing like we are improving. So after day by day, we started learning, and she also can see the capabilities and see on the basis of them she increased the levels and etc. etc. Like
Right.
that.
Right. So it's something like improving 1% every day, because improvement of 1% is not visible on day-to-day basis. However, if you look at over a period of 1 month, 6 months, 1 year, I mean, it is greatly impactful, and you can really visualize that what change it has brought into your performances. And I think that's the beauty of such gurus or such eminent artists, the way they teach, the way they impart wisdom. Many a times they are hard on us, many a times they are very kind and soothing. So yeah, that's really interesting. So like sitar germinated from veena. Okay, so over last 7 to 8 centuries, it went through different kind of changes depending on the artist, depending on the people associated with during these centuries, right? So and generally that is how it became. It introduced the instrument style, right? Some people may use some kind of sitar with certain changes or certain number of strings or certain way of bridge rachna or stuff. So would love to know how what is the journey of sitar as an instrument over this period of time, and your thoughts on that.
Yeah, the sitar, we can say that it is a long journey. It has traveled more than we could ever imagine, right? So it is coming from a long age, and first in the ancient period, people used to play not play like the information, the alap, which we call.
Okay.
It was not very much like people used to play alap for 30 minutes and then jod jhala. Like the modern right now, the sequence is like alap, jod, jhala. Then
Okay.
first of all, alap, the informative part of the raga, and then the informative part non-rhythmically is known as alap. And
Okay.
then we add a little bit of rhythm. Then it is known as jhala. And then we increase the rhythm. It is jhala. So
Okay.
nowadays the prominent eminent artists do it for like 30 minutes or 45 minutes. Then they start with the main raga, the improvisations and etc. But
Okay.
before Pandit Ravi Shankar ji and Nikhil Banerjee ji, this was not the criteria of playing. This was not at all the criteria. They used to play little bit of, they show the information of the rag, and they directly started doing the improvisations and etc. Like
Okay.
the Bandish and the songs which they used to
They
play, or they sang and play compositions, etc. So this change was made by Pandit Ravi Shankar ji, and it led a massive improvisation and massive success to sitar, because
right.
people love the evolution that they made to the sitar instrument. And also
After that, sitar, after that, going on, then changes to a two type of sitar. One played as a gaiki, which is we can say that kind of singing style, and one is tantrikari, which is kind of playing dhrupadang. So
Okay.
they are divided into two mainly. So in the gaiki, we mostly used to play the things we can sing or other singers can sing. So mainly that things are being focused. And in Tandakarian, the traditional sitar which are played like khatka are included, and many things which Tantakar ang is used. So
Okay.
two types of sitar are distributed. And also there are two types of sitar also. One is Kharaj Pancham and one is Gandhar Pancham. The Kharaj Pancham and Gandhar Pancham is different in strings. Like we are playing both. He is playing Kharaj Pancham and I play Gandhar Pancham, so that people could know that there are two kind of sitars.
Okay.
That's why we play duet. They think we play the same, but though they are two kinds. Yeah.
Okay. So I would love to know that part in the subsequent question. But before that, you shared about one interesting aspect that your basically learning is derived out of the Banaras Gharana as a family. So basically, Banaras Gharana is a legacy of late Pandit Sri Ram Sahai ji that started this, I believe, the Gharana, and the element of sitar, the sitar music was nurtured by eminent people like Padma Vibhushan Sri Kishan Maharaj ji, right? So would love to know about the Banaras Gharana in terms of sitar, and how different gharanas are unique in their own ways, and what are their contribution to the world of sitar or world of Hindustani music per se.
See, basically Banaras Gharana is not a Gharana of sitar instrument. Basically, Banaras Gharana is famous for tabla.
Right.
Ram Sahai ji, Ram Sahai established the Banaras Gharana for tabla only, and then also vocal also Banaras. Vocal and Kathak dance. These three are the main elements of Banaras. But people started learning sitar also, and Mushtaq Ali Khan Sahab started sitar in Banaras. Also, the sitar main gharana is Maihar Gharana.
Okay.
Senia and Maihar.
Senia. So
I think Senia is from Rajasthan, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you know that tabla and vocal and kathak is going on in this Gharana. So
Right.
people started seeing new instrument sitar and they like it very much. So they pursue that instrument and started playing in Banaras.
Like many people don't know, but Ravi Shankar ji was born in Banaras only.
Yes, and in fact, he started his career as a dancer, and later on, he switched to his interest to sitar.
Yeah, exactly. He started learning dance and then he came to sitar, very right. And he learned sitar from Alauddin Khan Sahab, who is
Yes.
from Maihar Gharana. So when Ravi Shankar ji came, when Ravi Shankar ji got famous, when people like became crazy about sitar, and so many people started learning sitar. Like I want to become Ravi Shankar ji. I want to become Ravi Shankar ji. They were like this. So after that, people started learning, and he basically we can say that Banaras is mainly all of them sitars players are from Maihar Gharana. We are also learning Maihar Gharana.
Okay.
Because our Guruma is a student of Ravi Shankar ji, and Ravi Shankar ji is a student of Maihar Gharana. So you can see the structure is going on Maihar Gharana. We are also Maihar Gharana and our Guru and so on.
Can you tell me what is difference between Maihar Gharana and the Saini Gharana?
Maihar Gharana, I mean Alauddin Khan Sahab, he used to play sarod.
Okay.
And he and Ravi Shankar ji and all of the students who used to play sitar. So Alauddin Khan Sahab teaches them by playing sarod, and they try to learn that by playing that same thing on sitar. So sitar that came from Maihar Gharana.
And also Senior Gharana, the mainly difference is not very much. It is only about style. You know, all of the style of Alauddin Khan Sahab. Actually, the Gharana, the process of making a Gharana, is when three PD, the three stages of generations are become famous, and in that particular instrument or particular field, then a Gharana. So basically, it's not about any differences. We all play the same instrument. It's only about style, and also we are still learning and experiencing things. So we don't know much detail. So we are just what we have heard from our gurus. Maybe we are wrong at some points.
Perfectly fine. That's a learning phase, right? That's a learning phase, and that's how we learn. I mean, I do not know anyone who has learned without making mistakes. So
yeah, exactly. Sometimes we say things wrong. We maybe at some points I have said something wrong, but that's about learning. You know, what we have heard from our gurus and our parents, that we are sharing, and sharing is caring. You know?
Right. So like the most sophisticated veenas are being made in Tanjavur. I heard the most sophisticated sitars are being made in Kolkata. Yeah. So it would be great to know sitar as an instrument. How does it look like? What are different parts? How do you play? What is the style of placing the sitar? So it would be great if you can demonstrate that, showcasing a sitar.
First of all, I would, if we talk about this, starting with the making of sitar, the most important thing is sitar is the wood, because it decides the sound, how the sound resonates inside, and how the wood responds to the sound. Right?
We call it as.
Yeah, we call it as. Any sitar cannot be made without a seasoned wood. You know, whenever one, if anybody makes a good sitar, like if we tell them like I want a sitar, new sitar, then they try to give us wood which is seasoned for like 20 years or 25 years. It has been only kept for like that. So that is the process. You know, 25 years old wood is used to make sitar, or if the wood is much older, then it is more good.
So this 25-year-old wood is seasoned wood, I mean cut wood, or a tree that is 25 years old?
No, not a tree. It is cut in a
Cut wood.
particular shape and it's kept. It was
Oh my
kept
God.
like for 25 years, and then it suffers from different seasons like rainy season, winter season, summer season. So that when the sitar is ready, then it do not gets like bended over. Sometimes
Right,
wood gets
right.
expanded or something like that because
That's
of
really
season.
interesting.
So because of that, they keep it for 25 years, and then after the decision of sound is done by the bridge of sitar. The bridge
Okay.
is the white part of the sitar. It is made of nowadays it is also made of fiber, but ancient before it was made of elephant's tusk
Right.
and also deer's horns, but it is now much legal nowadays. So
Right.
they don't make with that. They try to make it with fiber, but the original sound was of mainly the animal tusk were used.
Okay.
So and the quality of the sound is decided by the refining and the filing of the bridge.
Okay.
The more the bridge is filed and properly leveled, the sound will like that only come. So
Oh, interesting.
like it is a very delicate thing to make. Not everyone can do that. I think all over India, good sitar makers are only 2 or 3 or 5, maybe
Might
more
be.
than
Yeah.
5 or 6, but
I
not more
understand.
than that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So like in Kolkata, you said Hiren Roy was there. His
Yes.
sitar are the
It's
most
the best one.
famous sitar in the
Yes.
world. He made the most best sitar in the world. Now in Banaras there are 1-2 people, and
Okay.
in Delhi there is Ricky Ram. He makes the best sitar nowadays.
Okay.
So these kind of things are used in making sitar.
Okay. So there are two parts of the sitar that balances it. So what they are called? So what is the name of these two big round
So basically, the part which is you're talking about is known as tumba. It is
tumba?
made
Okay.
of the pumpkin. Yeah, it is made
Okay.
of pumpkin.
Dry pumpkin.
Okay.
Kept in a for some days in a sunlight, so it can be dry, and then used to make the circle part. I can show
Okay.
you.
Sure. That would be really great.
See this part.
Huh.
This part. The
Yes.
most
Yes.
delicate part.
Okay.
And many times in traveling, it gets like 1 or 2 holes or something like that, and the whole sitar gets disturbed. So this is
Right.
the
Right.
most delicate part, as we can say. Or we can also say that sitar is the most delicate instrument in all the instruments, because one scratch also can make the difference.
True. True.
One
True.
scratch or something like that, that can also we have 20 strings. One push can also untune the instrument. Like we are taking the sitar, holding like this, and we are going on stage, and we get a push, and the whole sitar gets untuned.
Oh my.
This is the delicacy of that instrument.
Right. So that it's supposed to be handled very, very carefully
Yeah.
when one goes outside. So yeah, I mean that's really
One story, one fact about this situation only. Ravi Shankar ji used to travel with 2 seats, one for himself and one for his sitar, whenever he travels throughout his whole life. So
that's
he's a great
amazing.
artist. He could have afforded, but not all can
Not
afford it.
everyone can afford it. True. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
But this was the
that's the
love for
fundamental requirement, right? If one wants to really
Yeah.
enjoy the authentic music, right, one would require to support that, right? Otherwise, it will lose the charm of the essence of sitar, right?
we cannot treat them as a luggage,
Exactly. Yes, it is not a luggage, but it cannot also be handled because being so delicate. So yeah, I mean, so when the journey started as Sehtar, means three strings, right? And today it is 21 string instrument. So are there differences in the strings, like that is somewhat like bass guitar or lead guitar kind of? Do they play that kind of things?
Yeah.
The role?
Yeah, the in sitar, like we don't do like many people think guitar and sitar are very much same, but I'm
Yes.
gonna say that
way farther than each other, as you can say. But
Right.
we cannot do chording in sitar. We only play on the first string, but
Okay.
also the second string, but very little,
Okay.
not much. Second string is the
Okay.
bass string. First string
Okay.
is the steel string, and second one is the copper string. So
Okay.
upper strings are main strings which we play, and the lower strings are the resonating strings which
Okay.
resonate at the back.
Okay.
Like if we play sa, and the downward strings that also comes in backward. We don't have to play that. It
Okay.
makes it sound with the vibration only.
Right.
So
Right.
we
So
just
I mean,
have to
I
feel
just
it
meant to say that when in case of guitar, one requires two guitars. One is a lead guitar, second is a bass guitar. Whereas in case of sitar, a single sitar can play both the roles.
Yeah, exactly.
So though both instruments are completely different, have very different characteristics and performances, but the fundamentally the role of lead guitar and bass guitar can be accommodated in a single sitar.
Yeah, for sure.
That's really interesting. So we would love to know. I mean, how do you? What is your schedule of practicing sitar, and what is your dream? What you wish to do in the world of sitar in the coming days? So where, I mean, possibly down the line, 5 years or 10 years or 15 years, where will we see Priya Bandhu? Possibly.
We wish that we meet after 5 years also on the PeerSpot stage.
Oh,
And
that's
also,
awesome. We would love to do that. We would love to see your journey throughout your progress, and we would love to cherish your successes. That's really awesome.
so talking about the Riyaz, honestly, we don't do like 6 hours or 8 hours of Riyaz. We cannot, because the thing is that we are doing our studies and many things nowadays. Everything is very much important. We are in fitness.
Yes.
We are doing gymming also. We do a little, and everything is like important, little, and
Absolutely.
you cannot be bounded to one thing in your life in this generation.
True. True.
People in our ancestors, like our dada, grandfathers, used to do one thing only. They woke up, they did riyaz, they did riyaz, they slept, then woke up, then did riyaz. But this is not possible
True.
in this time.
So civilization has evolved so much that it doesn't allow to stick to one thing. We need to do different things. For survival, one thing. For pursuing our interest is second thing, right? And doing something for the society is the third thing. So
studies are also important, and fitness life is also important, because the coding, everything is nowadays very much, you can understand everything.
Yeah.
I don't have to very much go in detail. Everybody knows about it. So because of that, fitness is also important. So we have to take care of that, and also everything, studies and social life. We can say about social life, like YouTube, Instagram. We have to handle them also. If we don't, if we quit everything, how will people know that we are also doing something?
Right.
Because nowadays, people not come at your doorsteps to knock and come with me. You have a performance over there. You have to go there and tell them I'm playing. I play, and then people will know you. So this kind of time has come. So we have to go with it. So we cannot do 6 to 8 hours of practice, but we try to give as much as we can in the morning. Mainly Riyaz is best in the morning. In the early morning, all the gurus, all the big artists say that morning Riyaz is the best, because when you wake up and your mind is very much at peace at that. Whatever you do at first, it will be like you're totally focused at that time. So morning Riyaz is the best. We try to wake up early and do it, and also in between, after we come from gym or something like that, and then in the evening, 3 times we try to sit for 1 hour, 2 hours, like this.
That's
so
interesting.
this is what it goes.
Yeah. So I mean, that question is still unanswered. What is your dream?
I was coming on to that only. So dream, we have not dreamt of like luxurious cars or big houses and something like that. We don't dream of that. We just all the artists seek of something is that the audience's clappings, you know,
Right.
audience's satisfaction. So
Right.
our could we could give our gurus, our parents, they have taught us so much. We could ever give them a point one of satisfaction that we have created this or something we have done in our life. That could be great for us. But if we talk about dream, we all have our dreams. So we also have. We also want to become famous and want to get to know people and do good in life and with the sitar.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Any particular stage you want to perform in your life?
Darbar festival.
Darbar
Many things are
festival.
there, like Darbar, Saptak, and all.
Okay.
For that, we have to stay focused and work for that.
True. Yes.
So
Yes.
I think we can sit there after 10 or 15 years.
Right. Right. No, I wish your dream come true. Your all endeavor may fruit the best of your efforts. So, how about a magical, soulful sitar performance? So, if you guys can perform for a few minutes and showcase how wonderful the magic of sitar can be.
Yeah, sure, for sure. Just a minute. Just
Sure.
to get,
Yeah.
I would first of all I would going to introduce what we are going to play. It is
That
a
will be
Raga Shyamkalyan.
okay.
And one of our ancestors had made a Bandish. Bandish
Okay.
is what a song. It's like a song. It's made according to the Rag's notes.
Mm-hmm.
So the song is made with the names of Lord Shiva. The whole
Okay.
song, the whole Bandish is made with only the names of Lord Shiva. So we are going to play that, and we are going to. I'm going to sing it a little bit and try to.
Sure.
शंकर शिवदानी भोलानाथ शंकर शिवदानी भोलानाथ भगवान के स्वामी विश्वनाथ त्रिभुवन के स्वामी विश्वनाथ शंकर शिवदानी भोलानाथ अखिलेश्वर विशेश्वर महेश्वर नाम दास चरण आशुतोष विश्वनाथ शंकर शिव दानी बोला little bit of improvisation. The things we are playing and they are nothing we have done. These are all improvisations.
Okay. Awesome. Excellent, excellent. That was really, I mean, mesmerizing. One can, feel kind of a feeling of ecstasy. So I can feel that was really great, great. Thank you so much for such a soulful music. Indeed, I mean, you playing this Raga Shyamkalyan, you made this title worthy that this is soulful sitar conversation. So
See the knowledge of old people that they have made a thing like this. A Bandish from the names of Lord Shiva. What a wonderful Ramdas ji, Bade Ramdas ji made this Bandish, and he is the Dada of Rajan Sanjan Mishra ji, grandfather.
Okay, okay.
So the kind of things they have made, and he also taught Raja Mishra ji singing, and
Mhm.
he only made Bandish. So we personally love this Bandish very much because it's so perfectly made with the names only. So that's why it's our
I
one
mean,
of the
that
favorite.
was really, really great and very, very, very peaceful to listen this Bandish. So,
Yeah.
Abhishek ji and Shivang ji, thank you so much for engaging with us, sharing this insights on sitar, playing a wonderful sitar Bandish on Raga Shyamkalyan, and I mean, I can really correlate to how soothful it feels. Thank you so much. Friends, we conclude this conversation with Priya Bandhu, Abhishek ji, and Shivang ji. I hope you
Thank you.
enjoyed it. Trust me, engaging personally with Abhishek ji and Shivang ji can multifold this experience. So feel free to meet them if you love their efforts and their work. You may consider to support them by contributing. We have shared the link to receive contribution in the PeerSpot's account, as well as Abhishek ji has also placed the same link. We feel that a URL is not enough in any profile that should speak, worthiness of an artist. So it speaks a brief. It allows you to showcase your talent, your efforts to the world at large, and we also put an effort that helps you in receiving contribution. So PeerSpot के जरिए हम आपको यही संदेश देना चाहते हैं कि अगर आप आर्टिस्ट है, अगर आप चाहते हैं कि आपकी कला और लोगों तक पहुंचे, आप लोगों के साथ एसोसिएट होना चाहते हैं, अगर आपको लगता है कि आप कंट्रीब्यूशन रिसीव कर सकते हैं, सपोर्ट कैन हेल्प यू from your fans and followers, you may consider to, I mean, we request 3 simple things. Follow us on YouTube. We share amazing videos of such artists. We wish that their efforts to reach to a very global scale in the coming time. You may consider to sign up on PeerSpot. Feel free to ping out me anytime if you wish. I can be of any, wish to share your thoughts and feel that I can add some value to your efforts. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much, Shivang ji, Abhishek ji, for your valuable time and efforts. We wish you all the best, and we wish to receive amazing support.
We had a great time, and it was great interacting with you. And you had some great, you actually had some great knowledge about music. Being a non-musician, still you have a great knowledge about it, and that's very good. And you have started a very good initiative, taken a very good initiative of taking artists like us and supporting us with the app PeerSpot. And I personally feel that these initiatives are much needed in this time like this.
Yeah.
Like
True.
in Corona time, this kind of things are very
Right.
supportive for the
Yes.
personally.
True.
It's much because all the performances and everything's are gone, everything is closed, and so
Right.
we need this kind of things. And for our moral support also, this keeps helping us, and
True. True.
this is what artist is all about morally.
Yeah.
And without audience, artist is nothing,
True.
so
I understand.
you're bringing
That's
that to us, so you're doing a great job.
Yeah, thank you so much. We'll soon put this, make this video on YouTube. You may consider to share this with the people. You may also consider to put the same YouTube video on your channel. That would be helpful to you in spreading the joy of your work, right? So thank you so much once again. Wish you all the best, and may you receive all support from your fans and followers in the form of contribution.
Thank you.
So we end this conversation. Thank you.